Bring the family to Angler's Restaurant, where Maine classics like fried clams, haddock, and lobster are served with a smile. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order ahead to go. See our full menu at anglersseafoodrestaurant.com, your hometown seafood spot.
Welcome back to the Cross Insurance Center, folks, for our afternoon coverage of high school basketball here on Eastern Maine Sports as we move to the Class B ranks. And the Class B boys, it's the number 2 Hermon Hawks taking on the number 3 Gardiner Tigers. Toby Nelson joined along by Chris Lesner. Mark Calnan is our producer in this one. And Chris, the 2 games this afternoon shape up to be really, really good, where you have the Big East versus the KVAC. A lot of teams that put points up, and a lot of teams that play some pretty good defense as well.
Yeah, they both do that for sure. It's just contrasting styles from the KVAC and the Big East.
Let's talk about the 2 teams in this one. Number 2, Hermon, comes in with a 17-2 record under Coach Mark Reed. They have 2 losses on the season. They've already avenged one of those losses. That was against Belfast. They have a chance to avenge the other loss. That was against Gardiner earlier this season. Very methodical, very well-paced, very patient. They got a good shooting team as well.
Yeah, they certainly do. And that game earlier in the regular season at Gardiner was on January 9th. Tigers took that one 54-36.
54-36, so an 18-point victory for Gardiner in the regular season. Speaking of the Tigers, they come in here at 16-3, fresh off a win over Erskine in the quarterfinals. They get up and down the floor, and when they get on a roll, watch out, these Tigers love to score.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. They definitely like to get up and down with the tempo, and should be exciting for sure.
So looking forward to a good basketball game here this afternoon, the first semifinal of Class B boys ranks. Following this one, it's Coney taking on Ellsworth. So 2 great games here this afternoon. We've got the first one for you live on Eastern Maine Sports with audio coverage. Tourney 2020-26 here on Eastern Maine Sports, brought to you by Rowell's Garage, Herring Brothers, the Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, Governor's Restaurant, Angler's Restaurant, the Sports Arena, Sluggers, Starboard Company Events, Gordon Contracting, Jamie Gilbert, Next Home Experience Realtor, Newport Glass, the Hammond Lumber Company, Black Bear Crane, Roundy's Paving, Pine State, Hometown, and Durago Nutrition Companies, and Varney Chevrolet. They help bring Tourney 2026 live coverage to you here on Eastern Maine Sports. Let's take a time out of the pregame show. We come back, we'll talk more about this one and the rest of the day. Plenty of Class B action from the day into the night. It's Tourney 2026 live on Eastern Maine Sports.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine Sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/Eastern-Maine-Sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available, with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience, from batting cages to advanced technology. Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Hermon Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hermon Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hermon's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hermon sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hermon's design team will help you make it your own. And Hermon delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hermon Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Bring the family to Angler's Restaurant, where Maine classics like fried clams, haddock, and lobster are served with a smile. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order ahead to go. See our full menu at anglersseafoodrestaurant.com, your hometown seafood spot. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Hermon, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today.
Back at the Cross Insurance Center here in Bangor, Toby Nelson along with Chris Lesner as we get set for high school basketball this afternoon. The Class B semifinals, Hermon and Gardiner. It's the 2 and 3 seeds in the game following this one. We won't have audio coverage for it, but it will be played. It should be a good one. Number 1, Coney, and number 5, Ellsworth. And I don't know if it really matters necessarily who comes out of these semifinal round games, because the last 4 teams standing in Northern Maine Class B, you're going to have a great regional final no matter what.
Yes, you definitely will. That is for sure. Be interesting, the contrast of styles and some of the adjustments these teams make, especially Hermon, after that first meeting with Gardiner. Be interested to see what they do here.
Yeah, they only played once during the season, as Chris mentioned when we got on the air, a 54-36 win for Gardiner. Hermon wasn't playing at 100% that day. They're not making excuses. They just said, we had a couple kids that were not feeling really well, and going on the road, they just did not show up. And Gardiner was able to get there from the get-go, and Hermon never really had a chance in that one. So we'll see what changes in this one. Hermon beating Belfast in the quarterfinal round game, and Gardiner knocking off Erskine in the 3-6 and 2-7 matchups. Coming up tonight, it's the Class B girls at 7 o'clock. Number 3, Lawrence, takes on number 7, Ellsworth. Ellsworth was an upset winner over Old Town in the quarterfinals. That'll be followed by the number 1 seed, the Gardiner Tigers, take on number 4, Presque Isle. So those are the games this evening here at the Cross Insurance Center. Tomorrow morning, it's Class D boys semifinals. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, it's C semifinals. And then we get to Championship Friday and Saturday. Friday night, the Class B championship. So the winner of this game will come back on Friday evening and to play in the regional final. And then on Saturday, it's the Class S games in the morning, the Class D games in the afternoon. and the Class C games coming up at night. So really, this is the best time. When you get to the semifinals, normally you get some really good games, and you get some bigger crowds because more is at stake at this point. And just looking forward to a good couple of days of basketball here at the Cross Center.
Yeah, it certainly gets more exciting as you go, and definitely looking forward to this, and again, seeing what Coach Reed can do to turn around the fortunes from the first meeting.
We'll have live coverage of all the regional championship games here on Eastern Maine Sports from Bangor, the B games on Friday night, and all three classes on Saturday. Looking forward to bringing in live coverage on YouTube and X here on Eastern Maine Sports. Again, thanking our sponsors. Now, in this post-game show, we will award our Player of the Game, brought to you by Hometown Nutrition in Hermon. They're our Player of the Game sponsor, and the winner of that will get a gift card from Hometown Nutrition in Hermon. If it's a Hermon Hawk, well,
that would be pretty convenient, wouldn't it?
Don't have to go too far to get it. And if it's a Gardiner Tiger, well, you got to travel a bit, but it's a free drink one way or another, and we'll award that in the post-game show. I want to remind you that we're taking all of our Player of the Game winners from each day and putting them into a Player of the Day winner, which can be voted on by you, our listening public. Sports Arena sponsoring the Player of the Day. Each player from the game winners will be put into a vote, and they can win the Player of the Day, which gets them a gift card to Sports Arena out in Hermon. We will take one final timeout on the pregame show. When we come back, we meet the starters in this one for a busy afternoon of high school basketball. Number 2, Hermon. Number 3, Gardiner. Boys action coming your way next on Eastern Maine Sports.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Riles Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Riles Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
At the Cross Center, Toby Nelson along with Chris Lesner, Mark Callan and our producers. We get set for high school basketball this afternoon. The Hermon Hawks and the Gardiner Tigers. We're going to meet the players in this one here in just a moment as the Hawks and Tigers do battle. Again, Hermon lost to Gardiner during the regular season, 54-36. Gardiner is 16-3. Their 3 losses. Lost to number 1 Coney, 76-69. They lost to Madomic, 58-56. And Brunswick kind of handled them, 78-45. That was their lone real blowout of the season, where they lost to the Brunswick Tigers. Brunswick Dragons, excuse me. On the flip side, Hermon 2 losses on the season, 1 to Gardiner and 1 to Belfast, 45-43. They avenged that in the regular season, and of course avenged it as well in the first round here at the Cross Center. Let's get the participants in this one. Richard Ezzy is our public address announcer for this one as we get set for Hermon and Gardiner.
Participants in this semifinal matchup. First, the visiting team, the number 3 seed Gardiner Tigers. Number serves, a junior, number 2, Isaac Marquis. A junior, number 5, Chase McRae. A sophomore, number 12, J.C. Adamas. A sophomore, number 14, Isaac Medor. A junior, number 15, Nolan Brown. A freshman, number 20, Luke Whalen. A sophomore, number 21, Colin McCormick. A senior, number 22, Levi Simmons. And a junior, number 33, Matthew Moody. The managers for Gardiner are Riley Burns, Logan Cody, and Connor Allen. Assistant coaches Charlie Lawrence, C.J. Elliott, and Seth Hasty. And the head coach of the Tigers is Aaron Coleman. And now let's meet the home team, the number 2 seed, Hermon Hawks. Number serves, a junior, number 3, Cam Morrison. Sophomore, number 4, Tyler Cody. A sophomore, number 14, Griffin Duncan. A senior, number 20, Nate Sullivan. A sophomore, number 24, Reed Gardner. A junior, number 32, Ethan Pyle. A junior, number 33, Jackson Smith. And senior, number 50, Max Brown. The assistant coaches for Hermon are Matt Murray, Eli Reed, and Matt Kinney. The head coach of the Hawks is Mark Reed. And now for the starting lineups. For Gardiner, a senior, number 3, Brady Peacock. And for Hermon, a senior, number 10, Carter Wiggin. For the Tigers, a senior, number 4, Braden Elliott. And for the Hawks, a junior, number 22, Tyler Corson. For Gardiner, a junior, number 10, Trace Moody. And for Hermon, a senior, number 23, Connor Kelly. For the Tigers, a senior, number 11, Brady Atwater. And for the Hawks, senior, number 34, Mason Kinney. For Gardiner, a senior, number 24, Nick McKay. And for Hermon, senior, number 42, Brody Hurd. The officials for this game are Mr. Pedro Rodriguez, Mr. Walter Cummings, and Mr. Troy Scott. Certified athletic training services are provided by Northern Lights Sports Health. We now invite everyone to please stand and remove their caps as the Hermon High School Band, under the direction of Mr. James Zabrick, honors our country with the playing of our national anthem.
So the lineups, the national anthem, we're ready to go here this afternoon. The Gardiner Tigers are traveling black uniforms with the orange and white trim. The Hermon Hawks, the home whites, with the blue and black trim. Pedro Rodriguez, Troy Scott, and Walter Cummings are our officials for this one. Good veteran crew out there, and we're into Class B action in the afternoon. This is always the turning point where we flip over from the quarters to the semis.
Yeah, it certainly is exciting, and I haven't been able to see either of these teams in person, so this will be new for me, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, Hermon, both of them very impressive in their quarterfinal round victories. Got early leads, able to really build on those as the game went on. So the Hawks will start Wiggins, Corson, Kelly, Kinney, and Hurd. The Tigers start Peacock, Elliott, Moody, Atwater, and McKay. As a jumping center, it's a Mason Kinney for the Hermon Hawks, Brady Atwater for the Gardiner Tigers. Hermon goes from right to left here in this first half of action from the Cross Insurance Center. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it today. It's high school basketball here on Eastern Maine Sports. Opening tip taken by the Gardiner Tigers. They go left to right. With it up top is Braden Elliott. Elliott running the point here for this Gardiner team. Works right side. Now hands it off to Moody. And Moody back to Elliott. They'll work around the perimeter. Brady Peacock, one of the prolific scorers for this Gardiner team, drives down the lane, hands it off to Atwater, and he's bottled up inside, able to put the shot up around the rim and off, no good. And Mason Kinney with the board. Let's see if Hermon goes with a slower pace here, really working through their offense. This is Tyler Corson in the front court, now to Mason Kinney, and he hands it off to Connor Kelly. Kelly to Hurd along the near side for the Hermon Hawks, kicks it into the corner. That's Corson, now back up top to Mason Kinney. The Gardiner Tigers are fine with him playing out beyond the hoop. As up top, it's Wiggins for three. The shot no good. Rebound boxed around, taken out by Hermon. A whistle, player control foul on Tyler Corson. He got that forearm out, pushed off. That was right in front of us.
Yeah, good call there. And if you're Hermon, I think you're comfortable if you can get this game down into the 50s, around there. And only scored 36 the first time they played Gardiner, so definitely you need a better offensive output if you're the Hawks.
Yeah, you got to imagine, if you look at their scoring, Hermon is a 50-point team. They win scoring 50, and sometimes they lose scoring 50. Here's Gardiner with it in the front court is Nick McKay, back off to Elliott, and now up top with it Peacock. Peacock and Elliott working the perimeter for the Gardiner Tigers. Off the screen, Atwater catches, drives to the foul line elbow, kicks it back up top, and they'll work it around the perimeter. It's McKay, holds over his head for Gardiner. Back in the corner to Peacock. Peacock right side, looks to drive, cut off by Hurd, steps into a double team, now gives it out to McKay. McKay dribbled it off his foot and dribbles it out of bounds. A turnover, ball back to Hermon. So turned over, Hawks will get the ball back, and they'll go on offense for the second time here this afternoon. 2 versus 3 in this Class B semifinal. Connor Kelly almost lost the handle, able to pick it up. He's got it closely by Peacock. As Kelly holds and hands it off now to Carter Wiggin. Hurd steps in, looking for Corson. Kelly's got it now up top, and now hands it back off to Corson. Have not scored. Nobody scored. 6:07 to go here in the first quarter. This is Mason Kinney. Kinney back to Hurd. Hurd to the free throw line. Kicks it baseline. Wiggin on the drive. Cut off. Whistle. He traveled.
Good defensive pressure from both defenses here early on.
Yeah, you like the intensity on both sides for these clubs. It's Brady Peacock. Up along the far side, the bench side of things here at the Cross Center. Atwater holds, and now he'll dribble out of traffic. Give it off to Peacock. Peacock kicks to the corner. Elliott catches, fake the three-point try. Now he's going to drive the lane, goes up and under, can't get the roll, hangs on the rim, and falls off, and the rebound ripped out by Hurd. Hermon running into the front court. It's Hurd, top of the key. Kick out near side, Wiggin. Now up top, it's Mason Kinney. Kinney to Kelly, and Corson gets it back up top as Hermon very, very patient. Coach Mark Reed hollering out instruction as Corson looks back at his coach. Setting screens, low ball screens. Looking to get somebody open. Corson along the baseline, picked up and guarded by Moody. As the Hermon Hawks content. We're 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Nobody has scored in this semifinal. The pace favors Hermon as far as the scoring. Down the lane, little runner off the glass, no good. And we get a blocking foul on Gardner. It's on the drive, so not a shooting situation. Nick McKay called for the foul. Oh, I said it was on the drive. I guess I did say that it was 2 shots. So Mason Kinney going to the free throw line for 2. And a chance to get Hermon on the scoreboard. First shot's good. So they break the ice with 4:50 to play here in the first quarter.
If you're a sportsman overall, you might know his dad.
Yes, Matt played Major League Baseball. He actually sits on the bench with the Hermon Hawks as a freshman boys coach. He was in the Red Sox system for a little while, right?
Yeah, he was, yep. Minnesota Twins most of the
time.
Yeah.
4:45 to play in the opening quarter. Down the lane, the runner good for Brady Peacock. So little hesitation dribble. Got by his defender, and he takes it right to the glass to tie it up at 2 with 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Front court for the Hermon Hawks is Corson. Gives it out to Mason Kinney. Now Wiggin. Wiggin has had a great season for this Hermon team. Wiggin looks to kick to the corner, stolen away by Peacock, and Gardiner out and running. Peacock waits as he was going to lose the ball, and they thought better of it and slowed things down. Peacock gives it out. 3-point try by Atwater. Front rimmed it, no good. Just skimmed the front rim, and the rebound pulled off by Hermon. Hawks with Hurd. Halfway through the first quarter from the cross center. Hurd gives it out to Corson. And now Kelly. Off a screen down low, it's Mason Kinney. Kinney 15 feet away from the basket, backs his way down, has nothing, quickly double team, now gives it out to Corson. Hawks are very happy to play at this pace. Working through their offense, trying to find good open shots. Kinney almost stripped, tipped out to the corner. Corson's got it. Now steps in, gives it right back to Kinney, lays it in. So he almost lost the ball, but what he did was go to open space, and Corson found him inside.
Beautiful setup.
Kinney's got all 4 points.
Yeah.
4-2 in favor of Kinney.
Great minds think alike.
Ball stolen. Now knocked back right to Elliott. Goes down inside to McKay. Up top. 3-point shot. That one taken off the side of the rim for Atwater. Rebound to Hermon. Quickly down court. Corson doesn't have anything, so he brings it up top. Hurd stops. Pulls up from 15. Front rim no good. And going the other way are the Tigers. Here's Elliott. Elliott, nice feed down the lane. The runner goes for Trace Moody. So Trace Moody with the bucket, and we're tied at 4. Up and down action here from the Cross Insurance Center.
And not a lot of scoring.
Still great intensity out there by both these teams. Corson drives down the lane, floats it up, can't get it to go. Rebound taken off by Peacock, and the Tigers running. Peacock does not have numbers. Going right to the glass, lays it up, no good. But is fouled. He was 1 on 3 going in, and he turned on the Jets right at the end, and he's heading to the free throw line for 2 shots. Brody Hurd called for the foul, his first. Peacock at the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got 2 points so far. His first one off the side of the rim, no good. Colin McCormick checking in for Gardiner. So McCormick in. McKay will take a seat for Coach Aaron Tillman. Second shot, that one's good. So 1 of 2 at the free throw line for Peacock. Makes it a 5-4 lead, Gardiner. Gardiner's first lead in this one. 2:27 to go in the first quarter. Corson now gives it off to Hurd and Kinney up top. Wiggin flashing through. They don't get him the ball and didn't have anything, so he's going to go set a screen somewhere. This is Hurd. Pulls up, foul line jumper, around the rim and off, no good. Rebound taken off by Gardiner. Tigers with Peacock up over the time stripe, working left side. Steps inside the 3-point line. Now he drives to the glass, lays it in. He is so quick.
Hard to defend that.
He's got 5 first quarter points. Gardiner with a 3-point lead, 7-4 Tigers. Corson for the Hermon Hawks. Off to Kinney out near the jump circle. Works to his left as he'll hand it off. Open, it's Kelly, takes the 3, rattles in and out, no good, and the rebound to Peacock. Good open shot there for Hermon, just couldn't knock it down. Peacock picks up the dribble at the free throw line now. It goes to McCormick and out to Elliott. Nice backdoor play, up underneath, goes to Moody, turnaround shot's good. Moody got the baseline, was able to turn, put the shot up and in, and all of a sudden the Tigers with a 7-0 run. They've got a 9-4 lead. Corson picks up the dribble and gives it out near midcourt to Mason Kinney as we approach the 1-minute mark of the first quarter. Kinney down the lane, floats it up in the lane, gets it to go. He's got all 6 for the Hawks. So Mason Kinney with the bucket makes it 9-6, 50 seconds to go. First quarter action from the cross center. This is Brady Peacock along the right side. Peacock dumps it down along the baseline. Moody back to Peacock. Peacock with a whistle, shuffle to feet, he's called for steps. It's a turnover, the ball goes back to the Hermon team. Isaac Marquis checking in. And Caden Morrison checking in for Hermon. Also Luke Whalen in for Gardiner. So going to the bench, here's Camden Morrison running the point for the Hawks, out to Hurd, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Mason Kinney looking for Wiggin back door, he'll come back and get the ball in the wing. Wiggin up fakes, drives towards the baseline, floats it up along the baseline, can't get it to go, tip up no good. Rebound taken out by Peacock and he's fouled. They released Marquez that time and didn't get him the ball because Peacock was fouled. Morrison called for the foul, his first. Third on the team, 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Coach Toman telling his team to hold for 1. So Peacock will take his time to get it to front court. Over along the near side, Peacock gives it over. Off to Whalen. Now at the free throw line, Marquez, and he's called for steps, traveled.
About 3.5 seconds here for Hermon to try to get up a shot.
So Marquis called for the steps. Written like Marquis, but he pronounces it Marquez. Ball's going to be stolen, and Elliott can't get a shot off before the buzzer sounds, ending the first quarter of play. After 1 here from the cross center, we've got a good one. It's Gardiner 9, Hermon 6. Back with second quarter action after this on Eastern Maine Sports.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hermon Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hermon's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hermon sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hermon's design team will help you make it your own. And Hermon delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hermon Lumber Company.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
Back at the Cross Insurance Center, Toby Nelson along with Chris Lesner. After the first quarter, Gardiner leading 9-6. Good pace to this game, Chris, getting up and down the floor, but just not a lot of points to show for it.
No, just 3 scorers in this game. 6 for Mason Kinney, and then on the other side, got Peacock for 5 and Trace Moody for 2.
Pretty easy to figure out the scoring and score book.
Sorry,
at the end
for 4.
4, yes.
For Moody, yeah.
At the end of the quarter. Kinney's got it for Hermon. The team trails it by 3 as they work from right to left in the first half of play. With it up top is Hurd, now along the near side. Is Corson. Back to Kinney, handing it off. Is driving the lane, ball's ripped away from Wiggin, but is picked back up by Hermon. Wiggin was held scoreless. He's been a big factor down the lane. Hurd, the runner, no good. Rebound taken out by Gardiner. Up ahead is Peacock, 2-on-2 to the front court. Nice feed across the lane. The layup for Trace Moody goes. So left to right, Moody with a layup, and the Gardiner Tigers lead it by 5.
Peacock doing everything. Assist, rebound, scoring.
Hermon trails it by 5. About a minute gone by in the second quarter from the Cross Center in this Class B semifinal. At the foul line, pull up pop, no good for Corson. Rebound taken out by Gardiner. Up ahead of the pack, it's Peacock. Peacock now with Braden Elliott. Around the perimeter they go. It's Moody. Moody, hesitation dribble down the lane. The runner's good. So Moody lulled him to sleep with a hesitation dribble. And he gets to the basket and lays it in. Coach Mark Reed wants a 30-second timeout because all of a sudden, Mark, the lead is up to 7, and Gardner doing some things on the offensive end.
Yeah, I think Coach Reed wants to. These baskets that Gardner scored, the last couple have been way too easy. You can't let that happen if you're Hermon.
Trace Moody up to 8 points. Brady Peacock with 5, 13-6 in favor of the Gardner Tigers over the Hermon Hawks. 6:41 to play in the first half. Exciting news, Hometown Nutrition will be our player of the game sponsor. The player of the game will get a gift card to Hometown Nutrition in Hermon. So we will choose that in our post-game show. Following this one, the other semifinal, number 1 Coney, number 5 Ellsworth. Ellsworth knocking off MDI in a minor upset in the quarterfinals. Coney beating Presque Isle to get here. And the winner of this game, the winner of that game, playing the regional championship on Friday night here at the Cross Center. Prime time action from Bangor. Out of the timeout, Hermon basketball. Mason Kinney gives it off to Wiggin. Now back to the near side. Driving is Kelly. Whistle. Player control foul. Peacock taking the charge. I'll tell you what, Peacock has been all over this court.
Yep. He's all over the scorebook as well. So those are the kind of things right there that don't show up in the box score. But heck of a player for Gardner.
Gardner getting the basketball back. Peacock gives it off to Moody. Those are the 2 scorers for the Tigers so far. Leading at 13-6 with 6:15 to go in the first half. Peacock working top of the key. Now right side. Steps right through. Gets traveling violation on Peacock. Because he tried the jump stop, but I don't think the feet came down at the same time. That's why it's a travel. Because he jumped from 1 to 2, which is fine. But when they don't come down at the same time, that's not a jump stop. So it's a travel. Turned over, back to Hermon. Corson. Brody Hurd, and now Mason Kinney top of the key. As Hermon works from right to left in this first half. Over along the near side, Kelly. With Kinney up top. He up fakes to the foul line elbow, picks up the dribble. As we get a whistle and a player control foul off the screen. Gardner Tiger got mowed over. Yeah, it was Kinney.
Yeah, I think so.
It is on Kinney.
You got to get something going here if you're Hermon. You got, guys that can score out there. Carter Wiggin, Brody Hurd. Got to get these guys going. I mean, gotten 6 from Kinney and nothing from anybody else.
6 points in just over 10 minutes of play so far for the Hermon Hawks. So the well has been dry. Up top, long 3 around the rim and off, no good. That was taken by Moody. Rebound pulled off by Hermon. Hawks running into front court. Up along the side, it's Corson. Now brings it top of the key, Kinney. Kinney has done some damage inside so far for the Hawks. The only points belong to him. Here's Hurd, kicks out to the corner. Driving Kelly, he's cut off as Peacock picks him up. And now gives it out to Wiggin. Kinney and coming back to get it. As Wiggin comes out with him. Wiggin has it, drives down the lane, goes up and under, shot no good. Rebound pulled off by Gardner. Tigers into the front court, off on the near side. Moody goes down low as McKay dumps it off to Peacock. Can't hang on to it, but gets it right back to McKay. Puts it up in the lane, around the rim and off, no good. Kinney with a board for Hermon, 1 and done for the Tigers. And here come the Hawks with 4:45 to play in the half. Kinney to Hurd. Hurd to the free throw line. Works behind the back. Now gives it back up top. Off to Corson.
Credit to Gardner, though. They don't sag too low, so it makes it hard for it to penetrate. Tigers are doing a nice job defensively.
Hawks have it. Trailing by 7. It was 9-6 after 1. It's 13-6 right now, so Hermon is yet to score. We're about 4 minutes gone by. Out to Wiggin. Three-pointer, yes!
They needed that. So Wiggin is capable of, picking up his scoring.
He had 22 up at Foxcroft earlier this season and a win for the Hermon Hawks, a game we had for you in Eastern Maine Sports. And he hits a 3 there. That's a big one for the Hawks to get the scoring going in the second quarter and cut it to a 4-point game. Down the lane, Moody stops. Little turnaround shot in the lane, around the rim and off, no good. Mason Kinney with the board. Gives it out to Corson, and the Hawks will settle up in front court. And this is Kinney. Hands it off to Hurd. Hurd, kick out. Is down the lane, going up with a shot in the lane. It's no good. Connor Kelly fouled. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
He's another one that does a nice job for Hermon. Connor Kelly, he's capable of putting in points as well.
Brady Peacock called for the foul. That's the first on the team here in the second quarter.
Hawks 2 for 2 from the line so far. That was 2 by Mason Kinney.
At the free throw line, shooting 2 for Hermon is Connor Kelly. First one around the rim and off. Only 2 Hermon players to score, only 2 Gardiner players to score so far, as number 20 Luke Whalen checking back in for Gardiner. Kelly to get one more here. Second shot around the rim and in, so Kelly gets 1 of 2.
Griffin Dutton into the game for the Hawks as well, and Connor Kelly goes to the bench.
So Dutton, as you mentioned, in, is both teams playing a lot of their starters. You expect in a good close game like this, that will be the case. This is Elliott for the Gardiner Tigers. Floats it up in the lane, can't get the friendly roll. Rebound ripped off by Dutton of Hermon. Dutton gives it to Hurd. He'll get it into front court along the right side. Dribbles to the foul line, now kicks it out along the left side to Kelly. As Dutton's got it. Kinney at the free throw line. Dutton now back to Kinney. And Hurd. Hurd right side in front of the Gardiner bench. Dribbles into the lane. Spins down the lane. The runner off the glass and in. So Brody Hurd with a bucket. And a timeout called by the Gardiner Tigers. Little run here by the Hawks. 6-0 run to get it back to within 1.
Yeah, those guys, that's just what I talked about. Got to get those guys that have led this team all year long. Got to get these guys going, like Wigan and Hurd with that last basket.
They've scored the last 6 points in this one. Gardiner with a 1-point lead with 2:43 to play in the first half. Following this game, the other semifinal, number 1 Coney, number 5 Ellsworth. And the winner of that game plays the winner of this game in the regional championship coming up on Friday night.
We got for Eastern Maine Sports, when we do our highlight videos, we always have to be ready when Coney's playing, because sometimes they can put on a dunk show.
Yeah, that's an athletic group of guys. They get up and down the floor, and fun team to watch. Peacock out of the timeout. He gets right side all the way to the glass, and he gets fouled. So Peacock lulled his defender to sleep and drove it down the lane, a little too hard off the glass, but he'll have a chance to shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Chance to get his first points of this quarter. He's got 5 on the game and 1 out of 2 from the line.
Griffin Dutton called for the foul. It's his first. Third on the team here this quarter. Peacock's first free throw is good. Peacock with 6 points in the first half. Moody with the other 8 for Gardiner. Those have been the scorers. Second shot is good. So 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Gardiner back up by 3 with 2.5 to go here in the first half. Corson off to Hurd, still working behind the 3-point line. Hurd's going to go to the glass, lays it up off the window, can't get it to go. It's tipped out of bounds off of Gardiner. A couple teammates fighting over the basketball.
Yep.
So Hermon will get it back. Hawks can trigger underneath their own basket. Corson inbounds up top to Hurd. Hurd on the dribble, kicks to the corner. Wigan has it left wing. Wigan trying to create some space, gets in the lane. I think he's tied up. Yeah, jump ball. Possession arrow goes over to Gardiner.
Oh, Matt had a foul here. The other ref might have called a foul.
Yep, it is. One had a foul, one had a jump ball. Referee said the foul came first. Jump came first, yep. Yes. Okay. Jump came first. So the jump ball and the possession arrow goes to Gardiner. So the Tigers have it with Peacock. Back up top, Whalen. Now back to Elliott. Ball goes down low, it's tipped out of bounds off Hermon. So Whalen to inbound as Coach Toman will get a couple more subs in for the Gardiner Tigers. Moody back in the game for the Hawks. Also McCormick coming in for Gardiner.
That was Connor Kelly checking back in for the Hawks.
Moody to inbound. Gives it out to Peacock. 1:45 to play in the half. 3-point lead for Gardiner. Peacock down the lane. Hands it off. Little pull-up pop off the back rim. No good for Atwater. Rebound taken off by Hermon.
5 rebounds now for Mason Kinney.
The Hawks into the front court. Kinney's got it. He's guarded by McCormick. Kinney works to the right side. Hands off. Little jump stop by Kelly in the lane. He traveled. When you jump stop like that, you don't have a pivot foot. And he pivoted. So you have to travel.
Mark Reed says pass the basketball.
That's right.
Said.
Yep. Back to Gardiner with 1:15 to go. First half action from the cross center. Low scoring, but pretty good action out there.
A lot of action for a low scoring game.
Peacock out to Elliott. As Elliott now with Atwater. And McCormick, ball tipped away, but it goes right to the waiting arms of Moody. 53 seconds to go in the half. Nice pass inside to the glass. The shot's good.
That would have been a goaltend anyways.
Colin McCormick with the bucket. Yeah, Kinney got a hand on it, pinned it against the glass, but when he let it off, it went in. So it was going to be a goaltend one way or another, or a basket one way or another. And it went to the Gardiner Tigers on the basket with McCormick. 30 seconds to go in the half. 5-point lead. Hurd's shot is short. Rebound pulled down by Gardiner. Elliott. And Elliott fouled by Wigan. 4th team foul, not a shooting situation. Wigan called for the foul. And with 25 seconds to go, the Gardiner Tigers will have the basketball.
Hermon foul number 10, Carter
Carter
Wigan.
Wigan.
They were waiting to see who the foul was on.
Yep. Tigers inbound it. Here's Peacock on the baseline. 24 seconds. Now pulls it back up top. Moody to Elliott, and Peacock telling his team, hey, just settle down. We're going to play for the last shot here. Coming out to get the basketball is Atwater. And now Moody. Moody drives, goes left side. Little pull-up, shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound out to the corner with 4 seconds. They've got time. Down the lane, the kick-out pass is going to be thrown away. Hurd from three-quarter court comes up well short. And that's how the first half ends. Never really got a great look on a shot to end the first half. And that's how the first half ends from the Cross Insurance Center. So, again, you're right, not a lot of scoring in this one, Chris. Plenty of action. We'll see what happens in the second half when these two teams do battle, because they'll be figuring out what they're going to do at the half.
Yeah.
Been a good first half of basketball. Score at the half, the Gardiner Tigers 17, the Hermon Hawks 12. How about we take a timeout? We'll come back with halftime after this on Eastern Maine Sports.
Get ideas and
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine Sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/eastern-maine-sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available, with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
and softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a and processing that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Raoul's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out the Automatic Car Wash. Raoul's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover, Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hermon Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hermon's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hermon sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hermon's design team will help you make it your own. And Hermon delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hermon Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Bring the family to Angler's Restaurant, where Maine classics like fried clams, haddock, and lobster are served with a smile. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order ahead to go. See our full menu at anglersseafoodrestaurant.com, your hometown seafood spot. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Hermon, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today.
Back at the Cross Insurance Center at the half, a lead for the Gardiner Tigers over the Hermon Hawks, 17-12. Toby Nelson, Chris Lesner with you, and really not a lot of scoring in that first half, 17-12, but a lot of action out there on the court, Chris.
Was a lot of action. Just to recap some of the scoring, Gardiner, Brady Peacock, 7 points, Grace Moody with 8, Colin McCormick with 2 for their total of 17. On the Hermon side, it's 6 points by Mason Kinney. He also grabbed 5 rebounds. Carter Wiggin with 3, Connor Kelly with 1, Brody Hurd with 2 for their total of 12.
17-12, the score at the half. The lead for the Gardiner Tigers. Winner will play the winner of the next game, which is coming up. That's Ellsworth and Coney, the 1 versus 5 seeds. Game going up about 3:30 or so. Tonight, 2 girls semifinals. Number 3 Lawrence, number 7 Ellsworth, and number 1 Gardiner, and number 4 Presque Isle. Those are the games coming up tonight, the 7 and 8:30 games. So looking forward to some great action here today. Class B semis. Class D boys semis tomorrow morning. Class C boys semis tomorrow afternoon. Girls tomorrow night. And then we're on to championship days on Friday and Saturday. Next Friday, it'll be the B championships. On Saturday, we have the S, D, and C in that order, morning, afternoon, and evening. So plenty of basketball to come your way. We're about halfway through the tournament as far as days, but the action only gets better and better as we get closer to Championship Saturday. We'll take one final time out here to the half. Score at the half, the Gardiner Tigers 17, the Hermon Hawks 12. We'll see what adjustments are made when the teams hit the court here in just a moment. We'll be back with second half action right after this.
house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Hermon Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
At the Cross Insurance Center, Toby Nelson along with Chris Lesner as we get set to start the second half here in just a moment. Gardiner leading Hermon 17-12 the score. So we'll see what happens when the second half gets underway. Hermon will have the basketball, and I think, Chris, at this point the Hawks need to establish themselves here early on in the second half because they never really established themselves there in that first half of play.
Certainly didn't. 6 points in each of the first two quarters. We'll see what adjustments Coach Reed made at halftime.
So the Hawks to inbound as it comes into Tyler Corson. So Corson's got it, gives it out to Brody Hurd, and the second half underway. Starters back in there for the Hawks. Wigan, they'll work the wheel out front as Hurd's got it. Stops, pulls up from 15, swish. That's a good start to the second half.
Pretty looking shot that time by Hurd.
Took him 4 minutes to score in the first quarter. Took him 15 seconds in the third quarter. 17-14 in favor of the Gardiner Tigers. Switching up, Gardiner going right to left, down the lane. All along the layup goes for Brady Atwater, and he's fouled. So Atwater got a seam. He got to the basket, chance for a three-point play.
Atwater, one of the key players for Gardiner, was held scoreless in that first half, but opens up the second half with a basket and Mason for a three-point play.
Mason Kinney called for the foul. It's the first on the team. Here in the third quarter is a free throw good for Atwater, so he gets into the scoring column, his 3 points, and it gives the Tigers a 6-point lead. I think this matches their biggest lead, right? It was 13-6 at one. I guess that'd be 7
points, yep.
Wigan has it knocked away from behind and stolen. Quickly they go down court. Moody tries to catch it. It goes out of bounds, and it goes off of the Hermon Hawks, tipped out of bounds by Corson. So Gardiner to inbound along the baseline. Tell you what, these teams get up and down the court, not scoring a ton, but certainly a lot of fast-paced action. Good defense, running the court. Braden Elliott to inbound for Gardiner. 7:14 to play in the third quarter. Tigers at the free throw line as they'll get it down low. McKay out to Atwater. And now Elliott. Elliott along the near side, Peacock. Peacock had something, now pulls it back up top. And hands it off to Moody. Class B semifinals. 2 and 3 seeds in this one. Ball tipped out of bounds. It goes off of McKay. It was headed out of bounds off Hermon. McKay got his hand up and it just deflected off it and goes out of bounds. So it's turned over to the Hawks. Hermon's got it with Tyler Corson. And 6:45 to work with here in the third quarter. Corson breaks midcourt, picked up and guarded by Moody. Right side with it. And now back up top to Hurd. Hurd controlling the offense. Down in the corner to Kelly. And gives it back to Hurd. Kick out corner. Corson, three-point shot. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Moody. And the Tigers running. Front court with Peacock. Peacock picks up the dribble. Now swings it back up top to Elliott. Peacock will go recover. Out to Atwater. Atwater spins at the free throw line. Gets rid of it back up top to Peacock. 6:04 to play in the third quarter. Gardiner with a 6-point lead. The 3 seed leading the 2 seed. Peacock. Now to Moody down the lane. Up off the glass. He got it to go. That was a contested shot. Kelly was right in his grill, but Moody still able to get it to go.
Very, very tough shot there by Moody. He's come up big here today for the Tigers.
22-14. The biggest lead now for Gardiner is 8. Hand off to Kelly. And now out to Corson. Ball knocked away and stolen. Taken out by Elliott. He's got a lane to the basket. Lays it up no good, but gets fouled. Blocking foul on Tyler Corson. And Elliott going to the free throw line for 2 shots. Breakaway layup there that time for Elliott. So at the free throw line, shooting 2, Braden Elliott. As the free throw is good. He'll get one more here, 23-14. And the second shot here. That one's good. 2 of 2 for Elliott. And the Gardiner Tigers now lead it by 10, 24-14. 5:15 to play in the third quarter from the cross center. Wiggin up top, a whistle, and it's going to be a player control foul as Elliott got cleaned out by Corson, I think it was.
Yeah.
Corson set a screen.
Elliott's kind of shaken up a little bit, maybe. Looks like he's all right. Not a big kid, Elliott. Either.
No. Plays hard on the court, though.
Might have got a Charlie horse there on that illegal screen on Hermon.
Yeah, he got rubbed off the screen and got pounded. So Elliott with it. Gives it to Atwater. Back to Elliott for the Gardiner Tigers. Leading it by 10, so they've built on the halftime lead. It was 5 at the half. They've doubled it up right now in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter.
7-0 run since that first basket by Hermon by Hurd.
A whistle, traveling violation on Peacock, so he's called for steps.
Not been a pretty offensive performance
no, it
here
has not.
for Hermon at all. And really, I mean, Gardiner's got 24. I mean, they played a little bit better, but Hermon really needs to pick it up on the offensive end.
This is Kinney for the Hermon Hawks. Now Carter Wiggin comes to get the ball, but they give it to Hurd instead. Hurd along the right side. He stops, spots for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around, taken out by Gardiner. Tigers want to run, but they also know, hey, we got a 10-point lead too, so what do we do with this? Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place at this point. In the lane, McKay. Little fadeaway in the lane, gets it to go. Whoa.
Tough shot.
Nick McKay with a bucket, fading towards the baseline, got the friendly roll. Gardiner leading it by 12. And a timeout call by Coach Mark Reed. He's going to chat it over as his Hawks down 12. They're down by almost as many as they've scored. They scored 14 through 2.5 quarters, and Gardiner's put up 26.
Yeah, 9-0 run right now by Gardiner, and Reed calls a timeout, Coach Reed, and see if they can draw something up out of this huddle here, out of this timeout. It's been a tough offensive game for Hermon. Anything going. Credit to the Gardiner defense. Gardiner's played excellent defensively.
So the Gardiner Tigers with a lead. 26-14, 4:04 to play. Third quarter action from the Cross Center. Want to remind you, following this game, we'll award our Hometown Nutrition Player of the Game, brought to you by Hometown Nutrition out of Hermon. We appreciate their sponsorship on our Player of the Game. Each day we do a Player of the Day. We take all the players of the game, put them into a vote, and you can vote for that on Facebook. It's a poll on Facebook, and the winner gets a Sports Arena gift card. Sports Arena sponsoring our Player of the Day. That's a $50 gift card, too, to Sports Arena, so that's a great prize for the Player of the Day. I do not qualify for the Player of the Day, so unfortunately, I take the gift card. Out of the timeout, bounce pass goes to Mason Kinney, and Hermon needs to get some things going, needs to establish something offensively. Down to the baseline, Hurd, and a foul. Reach-in foul on Gardiner.
And I did watch that Hermon Gardiner game the first time they played at Gardiner, and this feels fairly similar to that. Yeah. Just too much Gardiner defense, and credit to them. They played really, really well and tough defensively.
In the lane, little pull-up pop, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off the Tigers. Looks like Kinney might have tipped it, but
Yeah, certainly did from here, but again, we're away from the play.
Yeah, we're 94 feet away, but it looked like Kinney was behind him and tipped the ball, and Gardiner player said, I didn't touch it, but it's inbounded to Kinney. His shot's blocked with a foul. So he went up for an alley-oop. No, he was going to dunk it. He was just going to tip it in, and Kinney fouled, sent him to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Kinney's got 6 points. He's 2 for 2 from the line so far here today.
So at the free throw line, Mason Kinney, first one's good. They'll take any point they can get now.
Yeah, first point for Kinney since the first quarter. He started out solidly, had all 6 of Hermon's first quarter points.
Second one is good. 2 of 2 at the free throw line. He's got 8 points in the game. Makes it 26-16. 3:34 to play here in the third quarter. Up along the near side for Gardiner. Tigers Atwater moves to the foul line elbow, goes into the backcourt. As Peacock will pick it up. It was tipped by Hermon, so we can go get it. Fires it down inside, ball knocked away, and it's stolen out by the Hawks. Taken out by Connor Kelly. Kelly with the steal. Gives it off to Corson. As with it, Kelly. Now to Hurd. Hurd at the free throw line, kicks it back up top to Corson with 3:03 to play in the third quarter. Kinney looks to drive baseline. There's a whistle and a reach-in foul on Gardiner.
Again, Hermon's got the height advantage with Kinney down there, but you see how hard it is for him to get to the basket against this Gardiner defense? Yeah.
Gardiner does a nice job clogging the middle and making him work for everything he's getting. 10-point ball game with 2:56 to go in the third quarter as a long inbounds pass comes into Hurd. Hurd to the free throw line. Now the little runner in the lane. Rattles it home. Brody Hurd with 4 points this quarter. Cuts it back down to 8. It was a 12-point advantage. It's down to 8 right now. As at the free throw line, a whistle and a traveling violation. So Gardiner doing some things to just turn it over, and a timeout called by Coach Aaron Toman. Like that timeout there to try to settle his troops down.
30-second timeout. Hermon Lumber Company is proud to sponsor Maine's high school sports championship division. A fourth generation family business.
Good crowd in here today, Toby, as the get into the Class B semifinals.
Normally this is where you flip it and you start to see a little bit bigger crowds because the games mean a little bit more.
Yep.
A lot of people don't mind maybe watching the stream or listening to a stream for the quarterfinals, but when you get to the semifinals, it starts to mean a little bit more and you start to see bigger crowds. So out of the timeout, Hermon basketball with 2:34 to play in the third quarter.
So we have another regional championship game set, as we saw 2 games this morning with Machias girls and Penobscot Raleigh girls upsetting Bangor Christian. So those 2 will meet in the Class C regional championship
BC,
on Saturday afternoon.
They were unbeaten until today, and they got knocked off by Penobscot Valley. So the 4-seed Howlers and the 2-seed Bulldogs play for the Class D girls championship on Saturday afternoon. Out of the timeout, Hermon basketball. They have it in their offensive end. It's Kinney in the lane. Fadeaway pop, swish.
Starting to find a little bit more here if you're Hermon offensively.
They've cut it down to 6. They've cut the deficit in half in about a minute. They trailed 26-14. They've run off the last 6 points. Screen set as Elliott has it. Gives it off to Moody. Now with Peacock on the right side. Feels like Gardner just needs a basket right now to stem the tide. This is Elliott. Down the lane, he's going to go up and under, a little too hard off the rim. Tried to get too cute and hits it off the rim too hard, so it'll be taken out by the Hermon Hawks. Hawks can cut it to 4, maybe even 3 on this possession. Kinney hands it off now as it goes to Kelly, and Corson along the left side with a whistle and a foul. Down low, it's going to be a foul on Gardner, maybe on McCormick, number 21.
Still one foul away from the bonus here.
His first, team's fourth in the quarter. Back into the Tigers, number 2, Isaac
Marquis and Whalen back in.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
They've kind of been subbing out, in and out all game.
And especially towards the end of the quarter, trying to give Coach Tolman trying to give his guys a little bit of a blow before they get to the fourth quarter. Inbound to Hurd along the baseline. Pull-up pop, yes! He started to feel it here in the third quarter. Did not score in the first half. He's got 6 here in the quarter.
We got a ball game again here,
It's
Toby.
an 8-0 run for the Hawks. They trailed at 26-14 with about 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They've run off the last 8. Peacock bottled up, double team, now gives it up to Marquis. Now back to Peacock. Peacock to Elliott. Smaller lineup in there right now for Gardiner. McCormick looks for Whalen. Whalen in the lane, steps through, lays it off the glass and in. Oh, I don't know how he found the space, but he got it. So Whalen with the bucket.
His first 2 of the afternoon. Big one there for Gardiner.
That cuts it makes it a 6-point advantage, 28-22.
Hermon might want to play for the final shot here.
25 seconds to go. Yeah, I mean, they trailed by 5 at the half, and they were down by as many as 12 in this quarter. They have it back to 6, so they have the lead, or the deficit, I should say, and they can do a little bit more damage with 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Hurd, down to 7. On the baseline, Hurd, pull-up pop, comes up short. Rebound tipped around, comes down. There's a whistle, and I believe we get a foul. The shot went in, but they're going to wave it off. It came in the rebounding action, so 2 shots coming for Connor Kelly. And had Gardiner just boxed out Chris, they wouldn't have to worry about that.
That is true.
So now
job by Kelly, though, to get to that. Now he's going to shoot 2 free throws, chance to cut it to 4, which is probably going to be the last scoring of the third quarter with only 1 second left.
There's 2 shots here. First one around the rim and in for Connor Kelly. He'll get 1 more. It's the second point of the game. Morrison in, and Whalen takes a seat. Second shot here for Kelly. And that one's good. 2 of 2. The half-court heave comes up well short, and that's how the third quarter ends from the Cross Insurance Center. So when it's all said and done, Hermon cuts a lead. It cuts a 1-point lead off the halftime deficit. Score after 3, Gardiner 28, Hermon 24. We'll take a timeout, come back with fourth quarter action after this.
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience from batting cages to advanced technology. Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
At the Cross Insurance Center, Toby Nelson along with Chris Lesner. Chris going to the fourth quarter, a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 4-point ball game. Good quarter for Hermon, and fell down by 12, but made a nice run at the end of that period, and within striking distance of the Tigers here.
Tigers with the basketball in the lane. Peacock shot no good. Comes down with it. May get tied up. Yeah, possession arrow favors the Hermon Hawks, so they'll have it. (28-24). Hermon trailing. They've got the basketball. The score, the pace is definitely a Hermon game as far as what they like to do with it. This is Wigan. Low scoring. Is back up top with it for the Hermon Hawks, Tyler Corson. Corson looks to work right side, now thinks better of it, hands it off to Mason Kinney. Kinney up top. Now to Hurd, had 6 points in the third quarter. Down low, Kinney gets it back. Kinney backs his way down along the left side as he'll kick it out. Open, Corson kicks it out to the corner. Is going up with a shot in the lane, off the rim, no good. And we get a whistle, maybe a flop. You're going to get a flopping violation?
I think so. Yeah. Flop warning, right? You get a warning the first time. You get a warning the first time, is that correct?
Yeah, warning,
and
then it's technical
the next time.
Yeah.
Although you don't see that, I didn't see that much in the regular season watching games.
Kids, I think, have gotten a little bit smarter with it. They make sure at least they get hit before they go down. But so it's a warning. Next one would be a technical foul on the Tigers. Up top, it's a three-point try. On the way, that one's good for Brady Atwater. That's a big three for Atwater. They needed a little bit of separation. So Atwater sticks the three, 31-24 Gardiner. 6:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. First game of the semifinals, and it's been a good one so far as being close. Here's Corson off on the baseline, Mason Kinney. Kinney down the lane, the catch, the shot off the glass, no good. That one missed by Kelly, and the rebound pulled off by the Gardiner Tigers. Into front court, Peacock with it for Gardiner. Peacock running the point. Gets a lane to the basket, right side, high off the rim, no good. The rebound, put back. Brady Atwater came flying out of nowhere. So he stuck a three and then gets one in the interior, and it's back up to a 9-point Gardiner advantage, and a timeout called by Coach Mark Reed. Doesn't want to see this one slip away right now. So they score the first 5 points of the quarter, Chris, and they go from 4 up to 9 up with 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 2 big plays by Brady Atwater, the three, and then came flying through the lane to get that offensive rebound and bucket there. And Mark Reed will talk it over here as the Hawks have fallen down again by 9 here.
5:46 to go, fourth quarter. In our post-game show, we'll award our Hometown Nutrition Player of the Game. Brought to you by, yep, you guessed it, Hometown Nutrition in Hermon. We appreciate their sponsorship of tournament basketball here on Eastern Maine Sports. Out of the timeout, Hawk ball. They'll have it over by the Gardiner bench, and they have to go down the floor with 5:46 to play. Still a lot of time left, but with every possession you go empty, it's one less you got at the end. Good crowd filtering in. Actually, we've had a good crowd this afternoon, with more filtering in for the Ellsworth and the Coney game coming up next. Corson in the front court for the Hawks out of the timeout, gives it off to Hurd, and now Mason Kinney. Kinney backs his way down to the lane, puts a shot up off the glass, cannot get the roll, rebound tipped around, it comes down to Hermon as Kinney goes up with a shot and is fouled. There's bodies flying all over the place in that one.
Yeah, good job by Kelly to grab that rebound. It was Kelly that's going to get the foul shot attempts here.
Kelly could have been called for clearing out his own space that time, too.
Yes, looks like he really extended that right arm, yeah.
So Kelly goes to the line to shoot 2. He's 3 of 4 from the line in this game. Make it 4 of 5 as he hits the first. 5:26 to play in the fourth quarter. 33-25. And the second shot is good. So he's 2 of 2, 5 of 6 overall. All of his points have come from the free throw line. And it's a 7-point ball game. So a 3-possession game with 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Here's Atwater. Gives it out up top to Moody. Moody hands off to Peacock. Peacock looks to drive, now gives it off to Elliott. And the Tigers content to run a little time as they're working a wheel offense out front. Going not 4 corner sets, but they're going from wing to wing. Elliott down the lane, runner off the rim, no good. Rebound, McKay puts it up and in. So offensive rebounds for both clubs coming into effect. Gardiner goes back up by 9 with 4:40 to go. Tigers last won a regional championship in 2012. back when they were in Class B, lost to Yarmouth in the state final. Hermon won it in 2018. They won the state championship that year. Hurd shot from 18, no good. Rebound taken out by the Tigers. They're not running the front court. Elliott waits for traffic to clear. Elliott drives the lane, now kicks it back out. As the Tigers again will run a little bit of clock off here. Peacock, McKay sets a screen for him. Peacock goes left side, lost the ball, tied up, possession arrow stays with Gardiner. Gardiner fans wanted a foul, but I think Peacock just tripped over a foot that time. So he was able to tie it up. Gardiner keeps possession. It's inbounded to Elliott. He spins, doesn't have anything. Now Peacock comes up short. Rebound. Is that tied up again? It is. Another jump ball, this time to Hermon. So Hermon gets it back with 4:01 to go. Those point-blank shots are so tough when you miss.
Yep. That's, so close to extend it out to a double-digit lead again.
So a 9-point game, so you got to hit 3 threes to tie it up. So they need 3 possessions at least with under 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Hurd's got it left side, gives it up top now. Off to Kinney. With Wiggin. Wiggin to Hurd. Hurd drives baseline. He's cut off, spins his way down the lane. Fadeaway pop from the baseline. Off the rim, no good. And a foul in the rebounding action.
It's going to go against Peacock, I think, trying to clear out Kelly underneath.
Tigers foul on number 3, Brady Peacock.
Is on Peacock.
Second team foul.
So it is back to Hermon. Is out with it for the Hawks. Hurd down to 3:19 to go, and Gardiner's content right now to let Hermon run some time. In the lane, Kinney spins. Is he fouled? Yep, he's fouled. And that'll send him to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul goes on Trace Moody.
Kinney scored 4 from the line here this afternoon. He's got 10 points, also 6 rebounds for the Hawks.
Free throws made of mucho importance. First one for Kinney. It's off the rim, no good.
Bad time to miss one.
He was 4 of 4, as Chris mentioned, now 4 of 5.
That's some quick math right there, Toby.
I'll tell you what.
Did you go to Foxcroft Academy?
I did, yes. Second shot off side of the rim, no good, so he missed them both. Rebound comes away to Gardiner, so an empty possession for the Hawks when they really need it the most. This is Elliott with 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Elliott works down the middle, bounces it off inside to McKay. Shot's good, and the foul. Wiggin called for the foul, and the basket goes for McKay and the Gardiner Tigers. They're back up 11.
Tell you what, they've made some really tough shots in the paint today.
30,
Tigers have.
37, yeah, tough shots when they're contested. 37-26. As the free throw for McKay, that's off the back rim, and he missed it. So teams swapping some missed free throws. An 11-point ball game with just under 3 minutes to play, and a timeout called by Coach Mark Reed, because the strategy is going to have to change now, because you get a basket, that's fine. Now you're going to have to decide, do we foul? Because they've only committed 1 team foul, so it's going to take a while to get Gardiner into the bonus. And then they're going to look for steals and anything else they can do to get the ball back with 2:51 to go.
Yeah, talk about both of these clubs a little bit more. They're very experienced as well. Hermon and Gardiner both. Gardiner has 6 juniors and 4 seniors on their team, so very experienced group. And they're only 2:51 away from advancing to the regional final.
Hermon Hawks with several seniors on their team. Hurd,
6 of them, I think.
Yeah, Hurd, Wiggin, Kelly, Mason Kinney. So 4 of their 5 starters.
Yeah.
The only underclassman is Tyler Corson as far as a starter goes. Guys that see a lot of time. We've seen Camden Morrison with some time out here today, Griffin Dutton. So there's some pieces coming back for the Hawks.
Yes, but that's going to be a whole new lineup, Bill, next year.
But they don't want their season to end today, but they get 2:51 in order to come back in this one. So out of the timeout, Hermon ball, they inbound in front of their own bench. There's a whistle and out of bounds. Hurd was jumping from out of bounds, and he caught the ball before he established himself inbound, so it's a turnover. That's an ill-advised turnover for the Hermon Hawks. Gardiner very slowly walking it up. Why wouldn't they be? They're up 11 with 2:40 to go. Out front, it's Moody. Moody gives it over on the near side to Atwater, and now with Elliott. McKay comes to set a screen for him, and a foul. Wigan with a foul. Doesn't really have a choice now at this point.
No, definitely not. And again, Elliott doesn't have the size, but boy, he is strong and tough with the ball.
37-26, 2:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Gardiner with the lead, trying to advance to the regional championship game, their first year back in Class B. Is out front with it. Gardiner getting a little loose with the basketball. Ball is stolen, but it goes stolen right back by the Tigers as Elliott weaves through traffic and he's fouled. So it's turnover, but right back to Gardiner. Mason Kinney called for the foul. It's his third on the team. Tigers inbound in front of their own bench with 2:15 to play. Comes into Elliott. Now to Atwater. Peacock. I'm not sure what Hermon's waiting for right now. Elliott down the lane, up and under, got it to go. Oh, man.
Boy, he's quite a point guard for them.
Elliott with a bucket, 39-26, 13-point game. Hurd pull up, pop, no good. Rebound taken down by Gardiner. It's Peacock running into the front court as he gets fouled by Hurd. That's the fourth foul, but with 1:43 to go, it might not matter. It's up to a 13-point advantage. Hermon got it down to what, as little as
4?
4.
Yeah, in the second half here, yeah. After trailing by 12, they did get it down to 4 at one point.
The score up there is, it got changed. It's not right. It says 39 to, okay, now they're fixing it.
Okay.
It said 39-30. That's the correct score. 39-26. Mark Callan's on it, man. Tell you what, our producer behind the scenes here getting it done. Foul on the Hawks, going to the free throw line. Trace Moody to shoot 2. Moody's first one's good. He's got 11. So it's looking more and more like Gardiner may move on here to a regional championship game and play the winner of Coney and Ellsworth. Second shot's good. They didn't play Ellsworth during the season. They lost to Coney. They split with Coney. They beat him once and lost to him by 6. So that could be a great final if that turns out to be the case. Down the lane, little runner off the glass and in for Corson, so he makes the shot. But if you're Gardiner, you're in no hurry. Up ahead it goes to McKay, lays it in. The baseball pass, and McKay, the recipient of the lay-in. 43-28, 15-point ball game. Here's Hurd for the Hawks. Hurd goes up with it, puts it off the glass, gets it to go. Hurd with 10, and a foul goes on Hermon in the backcourt. So 2 shots coming for Gardiner. With a minute to play, it's a 13-point game. Brady Peacock at the free throw line, 7 points for Peacock. Here's the first free throw, off side of the rim, no good. Peacock could get one more.
Seven of 10 from the line for the Tigers here this afternoon.
Second shot's good for Peacock. He's got 8 points in the game. We'll award our player of the game following this one. As the Hawks with it, Wigan at the free throw line, pulls up, shot no good for Corson. Rebound pulled off by Gardiner, and a reach-in foul on Hurd. And with 47 seconds to go, it's a 14-point ball game. The Tigers are going to move on and play in a regional final.
I'm actually going to go with Trace Moody, the player of the game. I thought he made some timely shots for the Tigers, and I'm going to go with him as the player of the game.
All right, Moody makes that free throw. He's got 13 points right now.
I thought anytime Gardiner really needed a big basket, I thought he was in the right place at the right time to do that. So.
Second shot is good, so our hometown nutrition player of the game will be Trace Moody. 14 points in this one, and a ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Hermon. 46-30, lead for the Gardiner Tigers. So Gardiner, the 3 seed, beat Hermon during the regular season, and they're going to beat him during the playoffs. Carter Wiggin checks out. So a senior will check out. He only had 3 points, and unfortunately for the Hawks, they just never got the scoring going here today.
No, kind of like the first time they played Gardiner. It's kind of the same story.
As the shot comes up short, rebound, kick out, another 3-point try. That one's good as Kelly hits a 3. A timeout call by Mark Reed with 34 seconds to go. It's a 13-point ball game. And the Gardiner Tigers get a warm reception from their crowd behind us.
Sort of a similar score from the first time they played. It was 54-36, so at least the Hawks' points are pretty similar. And again, credit Gardiner's defense. Again, they just made it so tough for Hermon.
Hermon has burned all their timeouts now. They have none left. Gardiner to inbound it with 34 seconds to play.
I am not sure if Hermon's even going to play the foul game at this point.
We'll see when they come out. Yeah.
Might try for a steal, so might see it.
46-33. The Hawks came into this one 17-2. One loss was to Gardiner, the only time they played during the season. And one more coming here. As the inbounds pass comes in to Atwater, and we get a foul off the ball with 31 seconds to play.
I don't know if Hermon wanted a foul. Kind of the look from Wiggin and Kinney, they kind of look surprised, like, okay, who fouled? So I don't know if they were going to foul in that situation.
Brady Atwater back to the free throw line. He has 8 points in the game. Chance to get to double figures if he knocks these two down. As the first one around and in, hangs on the rim and goes down. Brody Hurd back in. And the second shot here for Atwater. That one's good. 2 of 2 for Atwater. 48-33, 30 seconds to go. Playing out the string here tonight, or this afternoon. It's Hurd. Hurd gives it off on the far side. 3-point try on the way. It's off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound to Gardiner and a foul with 20 seconds to play. So we take the slow walk the other way to shoot a couple free throws. Nate Sullivan getting set to check in for the Hawks. And Max Brown checking in for Hermon.
I know, it's hard to see your season coming to an end, but at some point, especially in the last 30 seconds, you kind of got to concede if you're down by 15 or 16 points. But
first free throw,
easier
good.
said than done. I'm not out.
Oh, it is. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to give up.
Yeah.
Or give in, I should say.
Yeah.
Not give up. Sullivan coming in and Brown coming in. Atwater hits the first. He's got one more. And the second one's good. 2 of 2, so he's got 12 now. 50-33 with 19 seconds to go. It's Hurd for 3. It's off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down by Gardiner.
Now they're going to concede.
13 seconds, and in the backcourt with it is Peacock. He'll run it to front court. And time will tick away. The Gardiner Tigers are going to move on to a regional championship game with a 50-33 win over the Hermon Hawks. It got to as close as 4 points in that third quarter, but Gardiner able to assert their will, and they come away with a 17-point victory over the Hermon Hawks, 50-33. Let's take one final timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up from the Cross Center right after this.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition.
They take that quick.
Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity,
10, 12,
protein, and so
24,
much more.
42.
Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
38, 12, 50. 10, 20, 30. That's it. 33. Yep. Back at the Cross Insurance Center, Toby Nelson and Chris Lesner putting the wraps to this one. A win for the Gardiner Tigers over the Hermon Hawks, 50-33. Chris, so it was really Gardiner establishing tempo, scoring from the early get-go, and they rode that right to a victory.
Yeah, they certainly did. They got off to a quick start, and Hermon never fully recovered. They did get it down to 4 in that third quarter, but Gardiner with 22 points in the fourth quarter outscored Hermon 22-9, and it's going to be Gardiner moving on to the regional final.
The number 3 seed Tigers moving on. What do you got for final numbers there tonight, Chris?
Atwater with 12 for Gardiner. We had Moody. I had him for 14. Those were the 2 leading scorers. And I had Mason Kinney and Brody Hurd leading the way for the Hermon Hawks with 10 points apiece.
Exactly what I had on the scorebook, so we'll call it official here tonight, and a win for the Gardiner Tigers. So Gardiner moves on. They're going to play the winner of the game coming up next, which is Ellsworth and Coney, the 1 seed versus the 5 seed. No matter who wins that game, they're going to have their hands full with Gardiner come Friday night.
Yes, that will be a good one for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
So looking forward to that game, and lots more action to come your way. Our next broadcast game here on Eastern Maine Sports is not until tomorrow evening. We'll have George Stevens girls. That's a 2-3 semifinal. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll have it for you on Eastern Maine Sports. And we look forward to bringing you more coverage of tournament basketball Friday through and Saturday. We'll have 8 games for you in 2 days. So plenty of action coming up here over the next couple of days. For everybody involved in today's broadcast, I want to thank Mark Callan, our producer, and my broadcast partner, Chris Lesner. Toby Nelson saying so long from the Cross Center. Final score in this one, the number 3 seed Gardiner Tigers 50, the number 2 seed Hermon Hawks 33. Good afternoon from the Cross Insurance.